What's up guys, Houndish here with Planet Destiny, and today we're going to be taking a look at the steel Medulla pulse rifle, which comes from the Wrath of the Machine raid. So to pick this thing up, you'll need to take down Axis on heroic mode. It's a very good pulse rifle. We'll look at the stats and everything in a moment. First, let's check out the perks on this weapon. So like the other weapons from the raid, we have Whirlwind's Curse, which deals bonus damage against Fallen and grants bonus agility while the weapon is equipped. For barrel options, here we have CQB Ballistics, Smart Drift Control, or Smooth Ballistics. Up next is Full Auto. The middle column has high caliber rounds, speed reload, and hand-laid stock for more stability at the expense of range. And finally, we have the new bonus, Sign of 4. So landing 3 bursts on a target causes the 4th burst to do extra damage. So I'm running with Smooth Ballistics here for pretty solid stability and a bit of a range boost as well, and then I can run hand-laid stock. So overall, I think this is a pretty great combo of stability and range. High caliber rounds or speed reload would also be really good options here. High caliber rounds on this weapon is really effective because it does fire, there's 4 rounds in each burst, and it does a fair amount of damage. So high caliber rounds is really going to add to the flinch effect, especially on more major targets. Speed reload is also good as well. This weapon does put out a lot of damage and can take down quite a few adds, so the less downtime you have, the better. This is a 66 rate of fire and 14 impact variety of pulse rifle, basically in the Red Death archetype, but this is a Hake weapon, so you'll see 4 rounds in a burst as opposed to 3, which is pretty great for PvE damage. It's actually quite underrated. You'll get 1 burst kills with crits on low tier targets. You can get a few kills in a mag pretty easily as well. You have a solid 36 rounds in the magazine, which is pretty nice. So all around, this weapon is very good for PvE activities. In terms of the new bonus Sign of 4, you can see that the 4th burst on any target will deal bonus damage. If you want to take down any tanky mid-tiers, Yellow Bar Knights or Captains, then the damage you're putting in is pretty solid, and you'll get a lot of flinch as well because it's a 4-round burst. You can proc the bonus damage burst twice in one magazine, so 3 bursts and a 4th, and then again with 1 mag. So overall the damage is very solid on the weapon. In general, having full auto on the weapon makes it feel really nice and easy to use, plus you have the bonus agility while the weapon is equipped, so the handling all around is really great. Encounters where adds line up from medium and longer ranges, like a lot of the encounters in the raid, are really solid with this weapon. Generally, you'll want to be in engagements where you can hit crits most of the time, so I'll probably prefer something like the auto rifle for phase 2 of Axis, since you'll be taking down the shanks and you'd need to reload a lot with this particular weapon. But in nearly any PvE encounter, this is a really, really good weapon. In terms of PvP performance for this weapon, it does okay. The great handling certainly carries over when you're in the Crucible, but this isn't the greatest archetype for PvP right now. Generally, the faster firing weapons, the Grasp of Mallex, the Hawksaw varieties of pulse rifle, are a lot more solid for PvP use. Having full auto, again, is pretty nice here. The stability is pretty solid if you go with that option. If the weapon had more base stability, high caliber rounds could certainly be pretty nice in the Crucible on this weapon, but the other issue is that you're not really going to use the bonus damage you get on the 4th burst. Generally, if you need to engage someone for that long with a weapon of this rate of fire, you'll lose out in quite a few engagements. This weapon can 3 burst kill pretty regularly if you hit your shots, so it's not a strictly bad weapon. The perk for extra damage as well as the archetype just don't lend themselves perfectly to PvP right now. Nonetheless though, this is a fantastic PvE pulse rifle. Like I said, it's great wherever you need to deal with slightly tankier targets, and it all round does some very, very good damage. So it's a nice primary to have equipped if you're out of special or heavy or something like that and you need to use your primary for a bit of DPS. Even on a boss, this is a pretty good thing to have at the ready. On the whole, I feel like the weapons coming out of heroic mode are really promising, particularly the sniper rifle, the machine gun, and this pulse rifle are very, very strong weapons. As far as a few thoughts about the heroic mode itself, I thought they did a really great job. I like how a lot of it was focused around doubling up on mechanics that we've already learned inside of the normal mode. So you had to throw 2 bombs in the Archpriest encounter, you have to take down 2 servitors in the Axis encounter, adding that kind of layer of chaos and challenge, which is still really manageable if your communication is on point. But there you go guys, a quick look at the steel Medulla pulse rifle from the heroic Wrath of the Machine raid. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, feel free to check out my channel in the link down in the description. Let us know in the comments down below any awesome loot that you've picked up inside of the heroic raid, and for now you guys have an awesome day.